Hello everybody, Washoot here, and welcome back to Hello Charlotte, Episode 2, Requiem Aeternarum Dio. So, Charlotte has just been waiting here, just waiting to be able to figure out if that's actually her father. I have a sneaky suspicion that it probably isn't, because we haven't seen him yet, but, let's go ahead and see if it is. Father? No, it can't be. Father wouldn't visit me on his own accord. Okay, so Father exists, though. Right? Umbrella Man? Unfortunately, it's just as you've said. As for this appearance, it's still my favorite to this day. I am more likely to have more influence over you if I look like this after all. But let's pretend I didn't say that, shall we? Ah, got it. Creepy. What brings you here? I've seen you collapse at school. Oh yeah, how about that? Yeah, so last time we sort of just like collapsed and we vomited out so much ink out of our mouth, not blood, okay, ink. It like covered the whole floor, and then we suddenly were able to communicate with the Oracle person, Frey, which is usually just in our head. So clearly we were having either some form of hallucination or something on the like of that. Figured I would pay a visit. How are you feeling? I'm doing okay. I mean, other than the ink thing. You know, I've learned new things today. That the Pythias I met in their world were the ones who rejected the Oracle. I see. Well, it is true that initially Pythias didn't have a shared consciousness. Their land, Delphi, was rather prosperic back in the day. I'd say their society was one of the very few that successfully adapted the ideas of communism. When the Oracle appeared, many thought it would make their world a complete utopia. You see, even a young Oracle is powerful enough to grant wishes. As long as it finds beings to form a symbiosis with, of course. Most of the Pythias wish to be connected, to be understood by each other. However, most does not mean all. The war between globalists and individualists was only the beginning. However, not even the globalists fully believed that their wish would be granted. So, it became twisted. The tragedy is that their minds didn't become intertwined at once. No, the process was incredibly slow, crippling, excruciating. Imagine thoughts and feelings of other people around you creeping into your head. Buzzing in it until you can't tell which thoughts initially belonged to you. Imagine your own mind exposed to others. Your every embarrassing thought, every fleeting feeling. Doesn't it feel humiliating? Constant headache, loss of privacy without loss of ego. The god we worshipped was the devil in disguise. That's when the second god hunt began, of which you had the luck to catch a glimpse. But the process of becoming one undistinguishable mass with the Oracle went on until it consumed most of the population. However, they were still able to reduce their numbers to an astounding degree. They almost succeeded in destroying the Oracle, although it didn't mean them any harm. It's just how the Oracle is, you see. It's the failed expectations that made people violent. First, they welcomed in their hearts, expecting to use it to make their world an utopia. But as soon as it disappointed them, they got rid of it. Personally, I find it extremely selfish. I see. It's sad that it ended like this. It always does end that way. Especially among races that have a concept of free will, just like you do. Those of your kind are in constant need of something to worship, be it science, money, or powerful beings. Honestly, it's better to worship something that doesn't exist. Because fantasies never disappoint. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Kind of. Sorry, I hope I didn't use words that were too difficult to understand. Although, you've already almost a grown-up. Well then, sleep well. Bye-bye, Umbrella Man. I closed my eyes. Good night, Seth. What? Oh, it's piano time. We're playing the piano in 4 hands. Wonderful. You're getting better. Wait a minute, so we're being taught by both Frey and Aiden? What if we impress them both? We're just like, yeah, I don't know what just overcame me. I just learned everything really, really quickly. Say, Frey. I was thinking of the story you told me the other day. Why did the paper princess let herself become soaked in ink? Isn't it toxic? Why, yes. Ink is poisonous. Then why? Because of love, of course. That's the only reason? It's the sole reason, in fact. It seems there is a fundamental lacking in your understanding of love, Miss Wiltshire. You see, the final and the sole goal of love is the loss of individuality. The ultimate death of ego. I mean, that is definitely debatable. I mean, like the young, childish, like limerence-like love where it's just like, oh god, I just want to merge. I mean, that's like one thing, but I mean, as soon as you get even just a little bit older, it's kind of like learning to accept other people for who they are, you know? Maintaining yourself, maintaining who they are, and you are together. You're two pieces. That's very interesting. Is that how everybody looks at it? Probably not. To love is to sacrifice your ego in order for two to become one. I mean, like, no? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. It's kind of like a philosophy. You can either buy into it, and if you believe that way, okay. I think I might be paddling a different boat. To mold your thoughts, beliefs, hobbies, and character traits into one. That is why Paper Princess became the same as Ink Princess. They became one of a kind. Unless you're willing to give up your ego for somebody else's sake, you can't claim that you've known love. You know, I find the concept of loss of individuality rather fascinating. For it requires the greatest sacrifice of all for an individual. Oh my. Looks like it's about time you woke up. Just like a metaphor. Who does Charlotte love? I don't know. Because I'm definitely feeling like more of a fraternal, like I was thinking about it a lot. And it's just like a more of a fraternal, almost like sibling-like love with Felix. It's a lot different. Does Charlotte love that girl that they go to school with? Does Charlotte love the guy? I don't know. Day 25, what the hell? We just skipped like a whole bunch of days. Meh. Morning, Seth. Wow, you had sleep today. Let's get up, go to school, go back to sleep. New guys go to school. Oh, at least we're not puking up ink anymore. Hell yes. I am so ready for that to be over. Let's warp. It's faster that way. Okay, well, I was wanting to talk to your family. Or whatever you call those people, your acquaintances that live inside your home. I mean, I've bitten through my fair share of Bic pens, you know, where you're biting. I don't do that anymore. I've tasted ink. Fucking sucks. I hate it. It'd suck to have that much ink come out of your mouth, and you'd probably actually die. Alright, where the hell is our friend this time? Probably not the changing room. You think she hates us now? I sure hope not. Let's just try to see if we intervene with her on the same place. She didn't intercept me here. Last time she was here. Nope, probably not in the pyramid area. Not in the washroom. Is it like if we talk to the god guy first, it deviates the storyline, and if we talk to, what is her friend? Henri? If we talk to Henri first, it deviates a different way. I don't know. I don't really care. I just want to interact with the story in one way or another. Maybe she's in the garden. I think it's worth a shot. Pink fucking garden area. This would be a dope place to hang out. go there doing the between classes break. I'm trying to decide, is Charlotte, they told me what the age was, but I already forgot. It was like, it was before high school, right? Like 12 or 13 or something like that. I mean, when I was in that age, like, you were able to go around and, like, have breaks. You'd be able to walk around and be able to do different things, and they would sell cookies. Of course, they would sell, like, vegetables and shit, too, but nobody got those. They had these giant cookies that you could buy, and they got progressively smaller. I do remember, by the way. But, that'd be a great place to hang out with everybody, just eating your cookie. Just out in the garden area. Where the hell is my friend? Let's just try the classroom, I guess. God dang it, I get so confused where the fuck everything is. Go to the second floor! Oh my god. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Lunch, maybe? Nope. Nope, I don't see anybody I care about in here. And I don't see anybody I care about here either. And everyone in our classroom is dead. Henri is absent today. I wonder if something happened. Let's start our class. Okay, today's lesson? Backwards lesson. Drawing lesson. Oh, I like drawing. You're allowed to draw flowers, landscape, political thinkers. You're not allowed to draw anime. You're not allowed to draw none of that stupid manga and anime shit. Enough of that. Don't ever, if I ever see you draw that, I'm gonna throw you out of the classroom. I got in trouble for that in my art class. I remember back in the day, back in the D, there was a drawing class that we were required to take in high school. I remember taking it out like a freshman or a sophomore or something like that. And I was a dope weeb anime back then too. And I was drawing these different things, and I remember I drew lots of eyes all the time. When I was, I don't even know why, because it's just like, I think it's because you're more drawn to eyes and they're more complete. Like, you don't have to draw the whole body. You just draw the eyes. You can kind of reflect a feeling or something like that. But I was drawing some heads and stuff, and the art teacher was not having that fucking shit. They're like, what the hell is this? I was like, it's a cute little ant. I was actually like super embarrassed. I'm like, it's an eye. I mean, it's like, don't ever do that again. You need to have form and dimension and stuff like that. And I remember we had this giant like barrel thing that we had to stand in class, and everybody would draw the person up there, and we had to do it like through cylindrical forms and stuff like that. But I had to be the one that stood up there that day. I was just like, oh god, I hate this. No, people stop looking at me. No, don't draw me. I hated it. And you were allowed to kind of like out, because some people, like, you would get volunteers and they would do it, and then you would just do fine for that day because you needed to have a model. And the art teacher never did it, because our art teacher was actually like the football coach. And he probably thought the barrel would break if he stepped on it, because it was this giant, massive, like 6'6" man. But, yeah, I had to do it that day. That sucked. I also got in trouble because I used a bunch of the rubber cement on something one time. He's like, why didn't you do it the way that everybody else did? It's like, because I like the smell of rubber cement. Get off me. That has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Let's get back. You're not allowed to draw what you want. Oh, great. Okay, fine. Wow, so incredibly oh, cool, thanks. Are we clear? The class nods. What should I draw, I wonder? You're not, well, I mean, oh god. Fucking rule breaking. Draw something else. I draw a big mad cat. Perfect. And I fail. The class passes. It's lunchtime. Why don't we eat on a rooftop today? Then we can check on the mad cats. Get food. All right, I hope that we see Henri, because she likes to hang out on the roof. I'm kind of worried about her. I like her character so far. She does seem kind of like a tsundere crazy person. All right, good for you. I take some apples. They're quite cheap. Right. There's a rooftop. Question marks. If somebody just jumped off the fucking roof, why the hell isn't the roof locked? You know? That is the changing room. I am a stupid idiot. I don't feel like eating in the changing room. That's not the roof? This must be the roof, because it's higher, right? Nope, that's the principal's office. Wait, I just remembered. Where's the roof? You probably would access a roof from the third floor, you think? Right? That's not the roof. Is this the roof? This might be the roof. See! The boy turns around only to reveal a face covered in band-aids. No way. Have you got beaten up again? As you can see, well, I did refuse to take out trash during cleaning duties. It's unfair. Why did they pick on you? Well, I'm good looking. Well, they just must be disappointed in me. That's what they're upset, furious. Because I am misophobic god stuck in a human body. How can they worship me if I'm powerless just like them? I don't know. Does a god have to be powerful to be worshipped? Because if you're not afraid of them, you don't respect them. If you don't respect them, can you still worship them? You can still respect someone even if they're not powerful, but I don't know. That's interesting. Still, remember, I won't be in this vessel forever. In fact, I'm looking for a way to get rid of it. But it's impossible in the house, let alone school grounds. But I think I finally found a way to go back. Who knows? Maybe I'll return to my domain faster than one could imagine. So, you're leaving soon. Everyone does leave eventually. Anyhow, do you feel like joining me for lunch? Sure. We sit on one of the benches. I tell C about the oracle inside of me, about puppeteers and observers, Pythias and executioners. I tell him everything I know. He doesn't ridicule me. In turn, C reminisces about his past experiences and other worlds he's been to. You know, I've remembered something today. A memory of another human vessel I used to have. It was in a land where half of the mankind ascended and were blessed with a gift. The gift had left their planet and built a city in the skies. It was given a name of Aether. It was made pure white, and those who lived there all had white hair. Wow, that sounds kind of cool, I guess. My gift was to cause cell apoptosis, so everything I've touched directly withered the very next moment. That was how my mother died. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, how did you develop in, like, the womb without touching her? Because you were just floating in, like, the fluids, and you never kicked? Hold on. Maybe the power was given to him as soon as he was born. Right after giving birth, she cradled me in her arms. That was a fatal mistake. Okay, there you go. Those were gifts as dangerous as as that were kept in isolation from civilians. Myself included. So the only thing I've ever interacted was a virtual parent and a few other devices. I was afraid to touch living beings. Well, I mean, with good reason. He closes his eyes as if trying to remember something else. Sadly, as far as my current memory goes, I cannot remember further details. It must have been lonely. Loneliness is a human emotion. To a god, it's a virtue to experience it. I see. Well then, I plan on continuing my research. See you later then. So, okay, he's a god that gets reborn in different worlds? And he's already been in a bunch of different human-like vessels and been in a whole bunch of different kinds of worlds. I wonder if there was a chance that he was in the world that the Oracle was in. Because that would be congruent with his ability. But that would also mean that he died in that world and somehow came over here, because it seems like death is kind of like what moves him from world to world. Very, very interesting. I can't think of anything in particular that was in the last game that necessarily stood out. I remember there was a scene where Charlotte developed yellow eyes and was moving around a little bit. Was that him? I don't know, because that was the only time that Charlotte had yellow eyes. I remember just a while ago I commented that yellow eyes just like us. I'm like, oh, she doesn't have yellow eyes, but she did have yellow eyes temporarily. That'd be very interesting if that turned out to be true. Goodbye, forever. Go back to school. All right. We should go feed the Meg cats, Seth. I bet they're waiting. Okay, check on Meg cats. Good idea. We'll just go check on them really hard. Make sure they're perfectly fine. And then feed them without our friend Henri. I'm worried about Henri. Hope she's feeling okay. Oh. Oh. What? Why is it dark? Where are all the Meg cats? Where are my little Meg cat babies? Oh god. Oh. Oh, who did that? They're all dead! Someone put a hand on my shoulder. I barely feel its presence. Pets aren't allowed here. You knew that, didn't you? So nobody is responsible for what may happen to them. I played with these magcats. I gave them food. I tamed them, Frey. Yet I couldn't be there when they needed me the most. You're the Oracle, Frey. Can't you do anything? I was the Oracle, Miss Wiltshire. Everything that defined me as the Oracle has perished. I do not bear memories of my past, nor do I possess extraordinary powers. Therefore, I am the Oracle no more. It is you who defines me right now. However, I still greatly exhaust you. If you use even a pint of my energy consciously, your life systems will collapse, just like the last time. And returning dead back to life is no laughing matter. And also, they're just magcats. Maybe we should, get over it. I mean, I feel really bad, though, because they were innocent little animals. I feel bad when animals die, but as long as you reject me, you will eventually drain each other and perish. When we merge, however, we shall obtain great power. The question is, are you willing to give up your ego for the sake of someone or die an individual? Think about it. Frey walks up to the heap of small bodies and crouches beside them. Poor little things. Let's give them a proper burial, shall we? Wow, we're super depressed now. But we're depressed regardless of what that would imply on our little portrait. There's more people in class now. Ahem. Before we start our lesson, there's an announcement that I'd like to make. As you know, pets are not allowed on the school's territory, yet seems like some of you have been feeding them against the rules. God, who did that? Just to make it clear, the cats in the garden died because of food poisoning. Aw. You see, junk food is incredibly toxic to animals, especially ones containing xylitol, which is most commonly found as snack preparation by Charlie's Junk Foods. Whenever you did this as a prank or not, it's incredibly cruel to kill an animal like that. So whoever did it, make sure you dispose of the corpses in the garden. The guards aren't your janitors, so I want you to take the responsibility yourselves. No way. It can't be. Their death. It was all my fault. No. It's because they were hungry. It's because Henri told me to. It's because Seth decided to feed them. It's because I was made to do this. Miss Wiltshire, are you okay? I knew it! Wiltshire killed those cats! Cat killer! Cat killer! No, it's not like that. I just wanted to help. I'm sorry. Charlotte Wiltshire is a murderer. The ink kept flowing out, making me unable to catch my breath. I choked on my own words. It's all my fault. I wake up in tears and snot. C's face hovers above me. How are you feeling? I feel like shit. Why are you here? C, what are you doing here? You don't remember? I carried you here. Oh, I've caused you trouble. Even though I know how much he hates dirty things, it's okay. As I thought, you became targeted because of me. But don't worry. I found a way out. Let's go. Where to? What's happening? I found a way out of the house. Trust me. It'll be okay. There'll be no guards, no classmates, no routine in the outside world. No one will lift a hand on you, too. But what if we don't like it out there? We'll go back, right? Right. We will. Well then, I'm afraid we can't waste any more time. Let's go. The elevator goes to -1F if it's activated on this floor. That's the floor we need to get to. All of the doors open for me, so getting further won't be a problem. Be careful not to alarm the guards. The moment they find us, it's over. Oh. Okay. Guards. Where are the guards? I think the guards are... here? This one. Oh. This place looks deserted. Are you sure it's okay to wander around here? Don't worry about it. That's not the same as what I asked. Let's look if we can find shelter here. Alright. I mean, it definitely looks like shelter's gonna be hard to come by here. Considering how we're like in a little tiny like cartoon. Well, not... I guess it doesn't exactly look like cartoon, but things are definitely all fucked up. What does the sign say? The sign doesn't say anything. Is this shelter? Welcome! Oh, customer, you seem troubled, I can tell. How about I sell you women's rights with a 10% discount? What the oh, wait. You can buy those? You'll get gender identity rights as a free extra. Or would you prefer freedom of speech? If you give up the rights to life, you can get many other ones from the points you earn. What the fuck? Let's leave. Yeah, get the hell out of here. What are you doing selling women's rights? I don't like that. Is this like a pay-by-the-hour motel? See, I have an idea. This one? Welcome. We have everything you might ever need. Wow, how convenient. Let's see. Anti-procrastination socks. Anxiety-easing protein milkshake. No? Dude, I want those anti-procrastination socks. Then, how about panic attack prevention band-aids? Nifty, right? What do you think? How about I give you a membership card as an extra? Sorry, we don't have any money. Then why did you ever enter the shop? Dumb teenagers. I don't get paid for wasting time on you two. Get lost. Well, what about the socks, though? What if I trade you my socks for those socks? I would trade socks for fucking anti-procrastination ones. Sounds dope as fuck. We can't get over there. Okay, we have to go all the way around. We have to go all the way around. We have to go fucking giant loop all the way around. There we go. I mean, this one, like, that's got writing on it. So maybe that's the thing. Something's wrong. Well, it says religion on the entrance. But no matter how I look at it, it's just a department store. Oh, silly customer. Why are they all bugs? Did you really think there was supposed to be something else? The religion of modern age is capitalism and banks are its churches. Anyhow, do you need anything you don't need? I don't have any cash, sorry. Not a problem, the money altar is over here. The what? The altar, ATM. Don't tell me you've never heard of it. Now I see. Sorry, we really don't need anything. Thank you for your service. Come again, I'll be praying for you at a local bank. Interesting. Does that mean that, like, rich people are deities in that religion? Probably. And poor people are, like, sinners? It's a pharmacy. No, you've got it all wrong. Welcome to the shop of knowledge. Did you know? Knowledge is produced to be sold. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Nobody cares about that anymore. Everyone's starving, hungry for information. New, old, hidden, forgotten, second-hand knowledge. I've got it all in these pills. But you're minors, so I can't sell any. How about distilled knowledge, orange-flavored chewable tablets instead? I think we'll pass. Thank you for your time. Interesting. Take a pill and learn like the entire Dante's Inferno book? I'd be all over that. Take a pill, learn math? Dude, I would be chucking pills. The shopkeeper looks surprisingly normal. Wait until they suggest you living food. Sounds promising, although I don't have my wallet with me. What? Oh, okay, we can't talk to him. Or can we? We can't talk. We can only talk to it once. You have to make your commitment then. So we're supposed to go through, like, one of these areas? Oh. What lies ahead is a maze. Suddenly, I feel weak in my knees. Cough, cough. The next moment, I lose balance in a coughing fit. Sea crouches beside me. Are you okay? No, I just, remembered something. This maze reminded me of it. I see. It must be a painful memory. Can you stand? Sure. Don't mind me. Alright, I'm gonna guess that those are the guards. Wait a minute. Those remind me of the boxes we had to open at one point in time. Should we try to open them? Or are they guards? Art gotcha. One time use cards. Okay. What? What do they do? Oh, we never looked at Bennett's memories cube. Hold on, we have to do that. We have to do that right fucking now. Just distract everything. Oh, fine. Okay, we'll look at it in home. Art gotcha. Okay. Don't hinder. Are we looking for something? Don't hinder. What? Maybe we're going to be playing a game that requires us to collect these cards at some point. Young gods. How many cards are there? Night gaming. Oh, I do that. Don't hinder. Whoa, there are a lot. Maybe we're not... Bennett? What? What? Bennett? Why are you in here? Why are you in the box in the middle of the maze? Am I really gonna pick these all up? I mean, the answer is definitely yes. What is Young Gods? Oh, you only get a look at them once. Please don't hinder my sleep. Okay. Well, god dang it with this stupid. Well, he was assigned to me when I turned 10. I see. I was thinking about your puppeteer is a little unusual. Hey, what's that supposed to fucking mean? Why so? You see, as far as I remember, there are 4 types of them. Adam, Eve, Seth, and Lilith. Adam is incredibly masculine. Eve is gentle and family-oriented. Seth is the wisest, hell yeah. Lilith is the most strict of them all. Usually, it's either or Lilith who get assigned to girls. There's a wonder that a male puppeteer is watching over you. Hee hee. Seth is special in many ways, I guess. That's right. It's pissing me off, okay? Why is it that when I click shift to run, it also scrolls through all of the messages, right? That's definitely not the way it should be. I should be able to run, and then it stops. Instead of me auto-scrolling through the messages. I want to read that shit. Don't make me have to do extra stuff to be able to read it. The small thing. But it adds up over time. Don't hinder. Have we looked at don't hinder yet? I don't think we have. What is night gaming? We got like 5 of those. Don't hinder. Oh, don't hinder my sleep. That's right. Night gaming? Oh, yeah! Look at them. Oh, they're so competitive. I love it. Okay. Look at those last 2 over there. I'm scared to press shift because I don't want to skip any dialogue, so I guess we're just going to be walking real slow from now on. Here we go. At the friggin' speed of a snail. Alright. What the hell is this area? It's cubes. They're cubes that are falling. What are these smaller cubes? I think they're, Soul offerings? Not only does a cube contain soul data, it also represents the ego of a person. Oh. So, like, bigger cubes mean bigger souls? These cubes sure are massive. Fascinating. Can you read what's written here? Let's see. Memorials for anonymous leaders, the true rulers of the world. Oh. That's fancy. This is very glitch aesthetic. I dig it a lot. Glitch aesthetic is making a comeback, I swear it. Seems like it's no place for us today, too. Oh. What? This is definitely a save point. All the unwanted, all the unneeded, all the excessive, all that amount to nothing are buried here in the forest of the defective. Oh, that's kind of sad. The smell is so strong that I cover my mouth and nose. C does the same. I wonder who these people were. They're all failures. All the victims of the trial. Most likely. But the trials don't kill people. In a way, they don't. What do you mean? Haven't you heard? If your cube gets formatted, you'll become empty. What'll be left is an empty shell devoid of personality. A hollow human. You'll become no more than your puppeteer's mute self-insert. You'll keep doing quests, opening boxes, and running around until you eventually collapse. Then, you'll be buried here as garbage of the society. Charlotte, I don't want your personality to disappear. I like your personality. It's cute. It's a very cute personality. And it's a very you personality. I'd hate for it to be something else. Will we end up here too? See? Let's talk to one of the trees real quick. People are hanging on tree branches. It's a suicide spot. Let's continue on, shall we? Is something wrong? I thought outside world would be a brighter place. Maybe we should go back after all. Go back to that place, so that we will be mixed with dirt again. If we stay together, we'll be okay. If we hide in the fog, we'll be okay. We'll be okay, see? So let's go back. Then he looks up at me. The world that's reflected in your eyes must be a wonderful place. It must be a very kind world full of color. But it's not the world that I see. To me, it's a bleak, disgusting place. Even the air here is unpleasant. Believe me, this contaminated land isn't a place we belong to. But where can we go? Isn't it obvious? She points at the sky. I don't understand. I bound away to go back to my initial form. She brings out something. It's a pack of pills. I took these from the infirmary. The amount we'll have to intake is rather big, but I've made sure here's enough for two. You still don't get it. Sorry, it must be a bad choice of words. How do I say this? He stumbles on his words. They come out a bit shakily, but his smile is still present. I want to take you with me to my heavenly domain. We will get rid of our heavy bodies and rise above all earth dwellers. We will be the ones to purify this world. Will you accept Charlotte Wilshire? I want it to be your decision, not anybody else's. I don't want to hurt C. But wouldn't going with him mean I'll leave everyone behind? I'll leave it to you, Seth. If it's you, you'll surely know what to do. I hope your decision is the right one, Seth. I take C's hand. I accept. Really. You do. I do. Let's go to your kingdom in the skies. C replies in a soft voice. Thank you. To be honest, I would have never gathered the courage to do this alone. This human body and mind of mine are so fragile that they crumble at the slightest worry. I take the pills. Soon they'll put me to sleep. Don't worry, C. From now on, you'll never be alone. He takes my hand, it's trembling. Loneliness is such a human emotion, yet all this time it's been tearing me apart. Soon I'll lose the virtue to be able to experience it. I feel myself nodding off. We wished each other sweet dreams and closed our eyes, sitting in comfortable silence. Sometime later, 2 bodies would be found in the forest. 2 empty shells, devoid of soul data. They would soon become a part of a bigger pile of meat, eventually dissolving into soil fertilizers for a world we're part of no longer. We will ascend to heavens and become cruel gods with little concern for earthly matters. We would laugh over our miserable human lives, realizing how little they meant on the scale of whole universe and the endless timelines. It's a happy ending.